It took that tree down with it too.
It's a heavy motherfucker.
Yeah, scary. Weirdly, the other game I'm playing, that just happened too. Where like there's a giant, dangerous mascot head. I don't know why there's always through lines between the games I play.
There's a big welcome sign above the path.
Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days that aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. It sounds like a massive security breach.
Huh? You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here.
Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Phoenix.
Damn.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean,
I thought she meant work for us, like work at our company, but she's like...
You should be the mascot.
She's being fucking mean to him.
Because you got a big head.
That's mean, you guys. He's not a bad guy, he's just an idiot.
I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Bushed?
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. That's how you knew it was, besides the economic nature of there only being like one detective in the entire universe of Phoenix Wright, is that the moment she said pal, you're like, oh, it's Gumshoe. You can't stop saying that. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio.
Yeah, we need that footage, dude.
All you have to do is look at the data, and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, STI 301.
That's unfortunate. It's ST1.
ST1.
But STI is an unfortunate.
That happened recently. Is the most recent Star Trek is called STD. It's like, oh no.
Well, it's funny because STI is like the most up to date way of saying that. But like, there was a lot of things that had the acronym like STI, and now it's like, well, you can't fucking use that.
Yeah.
There's like what was it, like the Utah, Texas? There's like a school that's acronym is UTI, and I'm like, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
University of Technical something, I don't know, but like that sucks.
That must be the camera ID number. Well, thanks, Phoenix. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Well, they're not, because you can't make rent. But the entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Wow, how do you know that from here?
Yeah. Looks like you need a key card to get in. It makes sense they would want to keep non-employees out. They sent us in.
Apparently
because she wants us to go all the way there, find out it's locked, and come all the way back and waste more time.
The key card is 50 cents.
So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Listen, I just click all the questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Pierced to the chest with a spear. Can't wait to find out why that's not true anymore at the moment the fucking trial starts. 2:30 p.m. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. I just make a gut decision the moment I arrive on a crime scene. I just point at someone and like, that guy. He's
that guy, yeah.
I just spin and point. It's like spin the bottle, but you become a perp. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 o'clock and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers, seen here in a questionable mugshot that really fucks up his credibility.
Just imagine if his teeth, if his mouth was turned upside down, he'd have like a really angry smile.
Angry smile. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
She loves me. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. That's her sister's name. Whoops. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
She just likes his like broad shoulders, and she just likes him because he's wearing a uniform and all that.
It's because he looks like a movie star.
Yeah.
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
She loves the police.
Yeah, she gets our profiling culture. You're a police, you like these things.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. You show her your badge and she like didn't care.
She doesn't care about lawyers, apparently. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
Excuse me? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
Oh, it's gonna be like...
in costume.
Yeah.
We're gonna be presenting that as evidence later. Like, objection!
He wasn't wearing his uniform at this time.
Yeah.
Like some bullshit like that. What? Who took that?
See the camera up there at the gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Right behind me, like right there? Like
right
that
there
one?
on the screen? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of him.
Oh, okay, so someone knew.
It's like a wildlife photo.
Someone, what's that called? That's a trail cam?
Yeah.
Someone could be taking advantage of that fact to blame him.
It's a thing that everyone knows here.
Yeah, it's like, why would anyone who's murdering someone do that? Oh no!
They could just go behind it.
I know, right?
They're in an open woods. You could just go behind the fucking
What was
camera.
it in, it's not a spoiler, but in Knives Out, there's a part where a character does that thing where
you specifically get seen at specific times on purpose.
Yeah. They use the cameras on the estate to be seen at specific times, and then she goes around the cameras later to like actually leave or something.
Well, there's multiple points where there's multiple elements of that story where there's people being seen on purpose at certain times at certain places to confirm timelines,
create a fake alibi. For things.
That movie's great.
It's a good movie. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. That's all it took.
Funny, for someone with the hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. He looks pretty happy. Look at him. He's like, look at him dancing my eyebrows.
What am I gonna have for lunch today?
Look what I can do. Oh yeah.
I wish I had another donut.
No matter how hard I flex, I can never see my own eyebrows.
That made me immediately look up to see if I could see my eyebrows.
He just looks like he's playing with his own face. Because he's looking too much.
I can kind of see my eyebrows.
It's like impossible to tell if I'm seeing my eyebrows or just like the blurry edges of my vision or what. It's weird.
If my eyebrows were hairier, I think I would see more of them.
Yeah. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. I was making up my mind which eyebrow I wanted to cock for this look.
Which eyebrow do I like better, my left one or my right one?
Don't look so happy when you say that.
I like my left one better. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal.
I ain't your pal.
Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I stole them like Easter eggs. You won't have any left to get.
This is how crime scene investigations work. You steal everything. Search and seizure. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Do we have a free pass though? Can't we not go further? I'm a lawyer.
Alright, can we go back and ask her for a key card?
Yeah.
You like, bitch? Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station. She's stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
I think people like donuts.
Where are the cops are in the donut shop? That's in the Walk Like an Egyptian song too. In the donut shop.
Yeah, they're soft enough. She doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Is she really that old?
Whoa.
How old are we supposed to think she is?
She clearly has lots of teeth.
Hey, you!
She has plenty teeth.
Yeah, she's snarling at us.
A number of teeth.
Like 4.
Yeah.
Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving me that photo to Detective Gumshoe.
I like him better than you.
How fraudulent of her, submitting evidence to the detective like a weirdo.
Yeah, if anything, you don't give stuff to the lawyers, you give it to the cops.
Yeah, she's
actually doing
completely in the right.
Correct right thing. Cops, lawyers are actually the sketchy ones.
Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. Oh, these things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer. He went to the studio just before 1 p.m. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I see go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you.
Oh, good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. It's her job to look at the photos so she could just like delete.
Dink.
Just rub a magnet on it.
Dink, yeah.
Was the victim Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was, past tense.
Well, he's dead now.
But also, we know that he's not the fucking star anymore. He's a loser. Now he's a villain.
Well, everyone knows in wrestling, being a heel is way more popular than being a whatever, being a face. Being a face, yeah. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who could blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I've never looked until just now. I'm a great security guard.
I don't understand the technology.
Yeah. Kids these days.
The internet?
Millennials.
I don't understand the interweb. My grandson set it up for me. But I don't bother myself with those details.
That's your job.
I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station.
The computer.
That computer. I check
I'm a computer
guy. Finding murders in the blink of an eye. I check them every day before going home, I do. I am Yoda, yes I am. I speak backwards, I do. We can't ask her about a fucking gate pass? Old
computer guy.
Computer guy.
The computer that runs the studio's security cameras.
Hey! No touching. I am unamused with you. Be gone, thought.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Let's get thrown out.
Don't go there. I told you not to.
Willpowers. Employee area.
Nick, this is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Look at all those sad, like children's patio chairs.
Yeah.
It looks like the chairs you'd find in like a preschool room.
I really like going to Universal Studios and doing like the behind the scenes tour, and you get to drive by like people's trailers and like where they write scripts and shit, and it's just kind of like boring and normal, and I like it.
Oh, that's gotta be gross now.
It's like fascinating.
This food that's just left out. Yeah. Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around.
That is gross.
Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
I wonder if that'll come up.
Yeah, this is evidence for murder.
T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
America. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What?
It's like dessert.
A second stomach.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, the dessert stomach. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick. You know a lot about the industry. Did you do porn before?
What else would they... Oh.
What else would there be in a film studio?
Yeah. Yeah. Her response makes no sense. It's like, wow, that's a warehouse where you keep things.
She's just
they have things.
An adorable and naive youth, okay?
Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum.
Mediocrity.
Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least.
Can't put that in a vending machine.
Yeah.
Wait, look! Samurai soda.
It's soda that stabs you.
Oh, yay. Nick, try this.
Ladies first.
In case it's poison.
Taste test it. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside.
Well, there's probably a reason for that. You pervert.
There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Yeah, the sheer art, the detail, the impact font printed out, single piece of paper.
I know, they don't even give you like apparently this shows...
there's like no plaque or a sign, it's just printer paper and scotch tape.
This show's been on forever, and all I guess is a paper sign? Like, it's been on for years or whatever, hasn't it?
How did it survive the wind that devastated everything yesterday?
Can you see what's underneath it?
Slide. This feature's back. I can look at the other T-bone steak. T-bone steak.
T-bone?
T-B? Ah, yes, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle.
What? Oh, I guess that is like...
Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
the whole show is Japanese regardless of setting of film.
Look at that very obvious open vent.
Yeah, that's suspicious. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. That means somebody used a crowbar to open the drain, and this is how they got in, which means they were skinny, which means they're the security lady. She's really small. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Or a small old lady.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. I think you're missing the point there, Maya.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right. Huh? Wait, hey, I'm no kid. I'm 17.
Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise?
Not always.
Yeah.
But you just get like a, what's that called? Like
especially in Japan, where so many people cycle in general.
But you can get one of those bikes that you change the gear set on, and so it makes it easier to you can pedal less and get further.
Yeah.
But
there's just the whole thing where Japanese is so heavy on bike culture, it's like physically harder to get around with a car. So,
well, there's a lot of places like that.
Might create a market for electric bikes or mopeds and so on.
Yeah, I went to Italy. It's like moped central. There's like having a car is the least convenient thing.
That's how I learned about mopeds in the first place, is reading books that took place in Europe at all. It's like, oh, this is a new concept.
You'd
not
watch
cars.
Roman Holiday.
It was a Da Vinci Code. Loafers and mopeds come up a lot.
Roman Holiday is a much older and much better movie.
Probably. It's anything that's not Da Vinci Code. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside.
Let's just smear all those fingerprints right off the door handle.
Let's just lick them.
Yeah, lick them.
Maybe we can find something as a souvenir.
What do you mean find?
Like a used napkin or like... You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
That's called evidence, Maya.
That's also called doesn't belong to you. You can't take that.
Yeah, we don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Which is hopefully in custody somewhere.
Yes, actually, if you find it, then that means that they got the wrong one.
Yeah.
Maybe she has a point.
Weren't we not allowed in here, and now we're just going in here?
Yeah, like how we didn't even have dialogue about how we, like, weren't supposed to be in
she
there.
She never stopped us.
No,
and the way that she said we could go, we didn't have the key card for, so we couldn't go there anyway. So, like, that entire conversation just was useless about where we're allowed to go.
She's senile, okay?
She's the murderer, okay?
She wanted you to go in the dressing room.
Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claimed he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth. For his sake.
Well, for your sake, as you're his fucking lawyer.
Yeah. Once again, there's not a picture of him. There's a picture of his character being there, which is a full costume. And but Phoenix can't think about that because he has to have that epiphany 3 hours into the court trial, because that's how this game works.
Yeah, after sweating a lot.
Yeah. Hello. Someone get pranked. They got jackass pranked and someone shaved the middle of their head.
That's like the style.
It doesn't look like the... It specifically doesn't look like the big, round, like empty chunk of head that, like, the samurai hair has with a top knot and everything. It looks like just someone took a razor and just shaved a line straight down the middle.
No, that is how they actually did it.
Isn't it supposed to be a big open area?
Not always.
Like, across the whole top of their head?
If you're young, you have to shave it. But, like, that's, like, the style. So if you're not naturally balding, you do it that way.
You, like, emulate the baldness?
Yeah. It's like how people wear powdered wigs. It's just like some stupid trend that was always ugly that for some reason was a thing for a minute.
Fashion's always weird and always wrong, including now.
Hey, I shaved the side of my head on purpose.
There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kind of like samurai movies.
Kinda. Phoenix also physically can't wear a wig.
Yeah, his hair would just,
his hair would defeat it. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it, even though I'm offended when other people call it spiky for some reason.
Because they say it in a mean way.
Yeah, spiky. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open this window much. Guess it is kind of dusty outside. There was also maximum wind. There's some regular suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Damn. I do kind of wonder, like, how well could he sleep in this room if it was that windy? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
She has so many stomachs, like a cow. How many stomachs does this girl have?
Too many stomachs.
Too many stomachs.
This must be Powers' bag.
Hey, don't open that. Why would you not open that? An employee card key.
Ooh, we go in that
There must
area
be Powers.
now. Powers is.
It says Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow. You mean borrow. Well, now we can actually go places despite everything.
Let's steal.
It was weird that he's like, don't open that. It's like, are we looking for evidence, Nick?
I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag.
Like, wouldn't it be great if, like, we open his bag and it's full of evidence, like, oh, look, it's a selfie from a Polaroid taken by Will Powers, and behind him, what's that? A clock at the exact time of the murder? Wow.
I thought you were going to say something like a bloody spear.
At least somebody was finally not murdered by a clock statue.
You know, don't say that. It like, comes up at the last minute.
I was the murderer.
Edgeworth pulls it out.
Who else could fit through that vent but the clock statue? Come alive to murder.
Oh god. Like fucking Toy Story or something.
Or Small Soldiers.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in forever.
With like the Gorlocks.
That was a good terrifyingly ugly movie.
Yeah. It was more violent than I thought it was allowed a little bit, because they get by the end there's little soldiers chasing children with like nail guns and actually shooting them with them, and like there's nails sticking out of children, and I'm like, oh,
I was impressed.
Whoa. Stop that. My partner, the thief in training.
Yeah, see, Maya gives you an excuse to do like the sketchy stuff that morally, as like a lawyer / detective, because you're basically a detective, not like you're fucking lawyers don't do this shit.
Yeah.
That she encourages you to do sketchy stuff.
Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. What's that? This bed was used ever?
This blanket is slightly
that's
crumpled.
Proof.
Yeah.
Whereas if he made the bed, it would no longer be evidence.
I'm just gonna crumple up my comforter so that way you guys think that I sleep every night, but in reality I actually never sleep, and I just pretend.
We didn't really get evidence here.
We got the card key, which is what you need.
Yeah, but we're gonna get accosted now because I can't go there. I can only go outside.
Oh, you have to walk by the...
I'm definitely getting accosted.
Oh no, I'm scared. No, you have to.
You can only move one space at a time.
Move, hurry, run!
Or not.
Run before she gets you.
Or we're fine, I guess. She'd be like, impossible, how could you get in there? There was no card key. I was actively wasting your time. I'm still here. I don't go places.
Oh no. Wait, can you click on it now? Because you
Present, I guess? I don't know how else I'd do it.
No, well, I don't know. Last time you like eased
maybe I can go examine the door. Yeah. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work.
I like how we keep saying key card, but it's written as card key. But like, I would like that. When I look at that, I say that's a key card.
Yeah.
What do you guys?
It's also a card that is a key.
Vote down in the comments, you guys. Is it key card or card key? I say key card. All right, we're in.
Email your answers to the pizza zone. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene.
Yeah, because she's fucking she's like a sick, twisted person.
He's just staring us down, and we keep ignoring him. He looks very confused.
But look at that drawing on the ground.
My god. They outlined his top knot.
He was so elaborately dressed.
That's one of the best murder silhouettes ever. What is it? I just remembered it's a crime scene. You're really quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? The white tape, it's so real.
Is it tape?
I don't know.
Did they put tape over the sketch afterward? Well, the evil magistrate did die here.
I think they usually actually do tape, but like not usually in that great of detail. It's more so just to be like, this is the general area where the body was found.
Yeah. They keep saying evil magistrate as opposed to, you know, the name of the victim.
The dead person. You think out of respect, you should probably use his name.
Yeah, the murderer is still in dispute, but the victim has a real name and a corpse. We know who it is. It's not a mystery. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. So yeah, ultimately, when we saw the clip at the beginning, like always, that shows the murder, that time it wasn't the murder because they were doing dumb in-character dialogue or whatever, but it was functionally the murder, because that's basically how the murder happened, is he got stabbed with a spear. Or they could have been rehearsing, in which case they really did say all those dumb things, and then he just actually died after saying those dumb things. It's like,
I don't think that's how.
Bummer, stupid death.
Because he wasn't even wearing his mask.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, they took his mask off.
After he was dead?
Yeah. So he was found dead with his mask on.
No, they should just...
But he couldn't rehearse because the person would have had the wrong voice.
They should have left it, and then they should have buried him with his mask on. And just buried him and then never said his real name. And then his, like... his whole family would have no closure because they'd bury him as his character.
It's a corporate funeral.
Like, the mother's like, where's my son? And then they're like, who? Who's that? We're burying the evil magistrate? I don't know what you're talking about. Be gone, lady.